See, Ridders Blue, back with another video, and this is my player ratings video for the Lille vs Chelsea Champions League round of 16 second leg, in which Chelsea won 2-1 on the night, which means we won 4-1 on aggregate. And let me just start off with the best goalkeeper in the world, Eduard Mendy. And to be fair, in the first half, he wasn't really asked of much. We got a penalty against us, and that wasn't ideal. That put more pressure on us to score another goal, but obviously, yeah, we can't fault you for that. In the second half, he made maybe one or two good saves, but other than that, Lille, their chance were just off target, whether they're seeing the post or going very wide. There wasn't really that much for you to do in the second half. So I'm just gonna give you a rating, Eduard, of a 6. Of a 6 still. But then we move on to our right side of centre back, Andreas Christensen. He unfortunately came off with a hamstring injury. He had to be replaced about 25 to 30 minutes into the game, and yeah, man, just wasn't ideal. But yeah, for that, I'm not gonna give you a rating, Christensen. He didn't play long enough in the game for me, and there wasn't too much going on. So yeah, I'm not gonna give you a rating. And instead, I'm gonna move on to Thiago Silva. And Thiago, as usual, used to do Thiago things, just lead by example, marshal the defence, and yeah, man, it's just unfortunate we didn't keep a clean sheet today. It gets like that, you can't do anything, we can see the penalties, so it is what it is, man, it is what it is. But other than that, we weren't caused too much trouble, other than a header hitting the post from Lille and the header going wide, but other than that, everything was calm. So my rating for you today, Thiago Silva, I'm just going to give you a 6.5. And then we move on to Antonio Rudiger. Yeah, man, same like Thiago, not really that much for us to do, other than trying to defend from the corners, from the crosses and the header hitting the post and such. But other than that, Lille didn't really do too much to us in the defense aspect. So my rating for you, I'm just gonna give you a 6. And then move on to our left wing back, Marcus Alonso. And Marcus, honestly, the only thing I can really say about you is that in the second half, we could have wrapped up the game even more by scoring the third goal, but your crosses just weren't at the best. And yeah, man, it just is what it is. But at least we just got the win. That's all that really matters. You was running your socks off. You was very tired. So I just liked the energy you was putting in as well. So for me, I'm just gonna give you also 6. But then we move on to El Captain, César Azpilicueta, the man who has the energy to run up and down those wings, to make crunching tackles, to score the winning goal. That is what a captain does. Turns up when we need him the most. And today, he was just in the right place at the right time. And love that. My rating for you, Azpilicueta, my rating for you, I am going to give you a 7.5. My captain. But then we move on to in the middle of the park, Mateo Kovacic. You was dribbling. You done this one dribble in the first half where you just skip past two little players, and unfortunately you found the ball to Christian Polissich, but he couldn't play the ball well enough to Kai Havertz. in order to get the goal that could have put us level at that point in time. But the dribbling ability that you have is just absolutely world class, and that's what we love about you so much. Unfortunately, you got taken off in at the start of the second half. So my rating for you today, I'm just gonna give you a 5.5. Yeah, man. And then we move on to N'Golo Kante. N'Golo, fam, I'm actually surprised you didn't get a booking today. Amount of times you fouled a player and the referee just didn't give a yellow card. Everyone must really love Kante still, because 4 or 5 different fouls he never got booked. Just love to see these things, love to see it, man. Absolutely. And yeah, man, you're just ever present in the midfield, always disrupting play and trying to take the ball forward. So my rating for you today, I'm just gonna give you also I'm gonna give you a 6.5. But then we move on to Jorginho and J5. Oh my days! Imagine if we had lost today. Like, you gave away a penalty. I don't know why your hand was like that. Don't know why your hand was like that, fam. Because that put us under some pressure, and it's just very fortunate that we was able to still win the game, come back from behind and win the match. But part of that was down to you as well, because you gave a sweet ball to Christian Pulissich in order to make our half-time score 1-1 going into the break. And for me, that just redeemed yourself in my eyes, because you did make us concede a goal, but then you helped us to bring it back. So yeah, man, for me, my rating for you today, I'm just gonna give you also maybe a 6.5. But then we move on to our attackers, and that is Christian Polissich. My guy, I big you up so much, because I know the quality that you have, and you live for big moments. When we needed a goal, you turned up and got it for us, man, with a great finish. No long thing, no long thing. Just side foot into the far corner. The little keeper couldn't do nothing other than stare and watch the ball go into his net. That is it. That was excellent, man. That was so excellent. I'm just so glad that we did that. And for that, my rating for you today, I'm going to give you a 7.5. Also, with Azpilicueta, you did win the Champions League man of the match, but tonight, on a special occasion, you and César Azpilicueta are going to share my man of the match awards, because you guys were very, very clutch for us today and helped us go through to the quarterfinals. So you and SP are going to be my man of the matches today. For the first time, there's 2 man of the match. So yeah, man. But then we have Kai Havertz, who boy, Kai, it wasn't your best game. That's potentially down to the fact that you've played so many minutes within the last 2 to 3 weeks, and maybe just needed a rest. But you just wasn't at your best today. But that's minor. That's minor, man. We got the result we needed. But for that, my rating for you today, I'm just gonna give you a 6 today, Kai. But then we have our substitutes. First of all, we got Trevor Chalobah, and oh my days, Trevor Chalobah. I actually blame you for the why we conceded this penalty, because Christensen came off. You came on. Within 30 seconds, you committed the same challenge that you did against Newcastle, and I don't understand how, bro. Like, why would you have to make that mistake? Because they got a corner from that. Not a corner, they got a free kick from that. And that's what enabled, from that free kick, that's what enabled them to get a penalty. So for me, like, my rating for you today, Trevor Chalobah, I'm gonna have to give you a 3, bro, because that was very bad, very very bad, and you have a mistake in you, man. You sort that out, bro. He was playing so well throughout most of the games this season, but the last 2-3 matches you've been looking suspect still. You're looking suspect. You need to improve on that, my bro. So yeah, my rating for you today, I'm gonna give you a 3, Trevor Chalobah. But then we move on to our other substitute, Money Mason Mount. He got the assist for César Azpilicueta's second, not Azpilicueta's second goal, but Chelsea's second goal. The winning goal that's scored by Azpilicueta. What a ball by you, man. What a ball. To pick him out in such lovely play, bro. So happy that you dealt with that, because we just need another goal to put the tie to bed, and that's what you helped us to do. So for me, my rating for you today, I'm going to give you also a 6.5. But then we have our other substitutes. We had Romelu Lukaku come on. Nothing too major from you, If Alonso could have played the ball better, then maybe you could have been on the score sheet as well, but stuff like that happens, isn't it? My rating for you today, Rob, I'm going to give you a 5 for Romelu Lukaku. But then we also have we also got the we also had Hakim Ziyech come on as well. Hakim didn't really come on for that long. Once the second goal came on, the subs were made, and yeah, man, it wasn't anything too major for you to do. So for me, I'm gonna give you a rating of 5. I'm gonna give you a rating of 5, bro. But then we had one more substitution. It was Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and Ruben, just like Ziyech, not too much time to do anything. We already wrapped up the match. So my rating for you today, I'm going to give you a 5. But then we move on to our manager, Thomas Tuchel, and my rating for you today, TT, I'm going to give you a 7, because the 3-5-2 system, it wasn't really working for us. We did get the goal at the end of the first half, but we just wasn't as fluid as we normally would be when we're playing different formations. So for me, we can't really afford to be playing that. So yeah, man, just hopefully we don't have to go through that again. But what do I know? I'm not a Champions League winning coach, so at the end of the day, you do what you please. I'm just here to give my thoughts and opinions on it. So yeah, my rating for you today, TT, is a 7. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it from me.